All right, so uh, this video is a little hard to talk about. Um, Mainly because it's completely making myself vulnerable to anyone that comes across the video, and me actually speaking about it does makes it true. Um, this is not a video for anyone to feel bad for me, to have any pity on me, um, or anything like that. Um, all I ask is that you respect it and yeah, just respect my thoughts and my feelings. And if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything. Fine. If you don't agree, that's fine too. Um, it was my decision, and there's nothing I could really do about it now. So just kind of wanted to talk about it, and hopefully, it's something that can help some other people that could be going through some things. But life, home things, or anything. Hopefully, it can help. So we're gonna go ahead and just dive right into it and talk about it. So I saved, I saved this thing. Probably can't. Um, but it might be the date. I'm crazy because of work. 1/13/24, which is this year. That's looking at the calendar. It is about over 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I attempted to unalive myself. Um, I came home from work. I was having normal day. Um, had some issues at home. Some communication issues. Went to work, and it kind of spilled over. Came home. I hopped in my truck, and I came home and decided that today was the day. Today was gonna be my last. Came home, kitchen. I grabbed a bottle of pills, which was Tylenol PM, has Benadryl stuff in it, and I proceeded to lock myself in my room and my bathroom. I started downing them. Luckily, my lady came home. She broke into my room, and we fought about it. To my, we just fought over it, and yeah, I was ready to go. I was finally checked out. That's how I felt. Uh, I've never felt the way that I felt that day before. I literally felt like I was just failure. I thought I failed everything. Everything. I failed every one, and enough was enough. Um, Biggest thing was that you know the pills didn't kick in instantaneously. After about 15, 20 minutes, um, everything was like kind of sitting in. I was, uh, I was, I could not fight falling asleep. Could not, I couldn't feel any part of my body. Couldn't feel my arms. I couldn't feel my legs. I couldn't feel anything. Um, Everything felt super slow. And luckily, called the EMS. I remember them telling me to stay awake. Um, with how much took that bottle, uh, kind of like a fight for my life. Um, I remember the EMS and shout outs to them. Um, were all ladies. They all basically picked me up, put me on that stretcher, carried me out, and put me in the ambulance. And I remember the whole time I I could not fight sleep or anything. Telling me, Mr. Cooper, please stay awake. Please, please, please stay awake. Um, I remember them giving me an IV. My blood pressure is going up, up, just would not stop. I remember getting to the hospital. Doctors came rushing in, and I can see the concern on their face. I'm like, I could not, I could not stay awake. Not like that feeling of like you're just tired. I was. It wasn't looking good for me, especially from what the doctors were. They're worried about my liver. They're worried about my blood pressure going up. Worried about they were legit worried about me dying in the hospital. I was scared. I knew that the day was rough. I knew that times were hard. Everything else, the weight of the world on my shoulders all the time. I was afraid I was going to die. My last day. Over what? Trouble at home, maybe bills, feeling like unaccomplished, unworthy. I remember the monitor over my head while I'm in the bed. The doctor's trying to talk to me. I'm just, I'm in and out. I could feel it. My body. It was a feeling that I can't never just explain and someone get it. Been in something similar. Uh, yeah, I thought I was gonna die. I thought that was my last day. Um, my lady was there with me. She wasn't in the room yet. My boss, shout out to my boss from work. He showed up later on, and I remember the doctor asked me like, "Who, if something happens to me, like who do I call?" I'm like, "Fuck." I was like, "Must know I'm a dying here." But then ask me something like that. Who do I call if something happens to me? I'm like, "What?" I also want to tell him, nobody. Don't call anybody. Like, don't let my sister know. She's all the way in Florida. She's a new mom. Don't let my mom know. She's in Florida with my sister. So I didn't want to call my godparents. Nobody. Um, Not my lady. Don't tell her. Just let me go. Like if I'm gonna go, like tell me I'm gonna die, and just let me die. I remember them stepping out, and then they want to collect my belongings off of me, phone, wallet, earrings, stuff that I had on. I'm still in like my work uniform. I'm dirty, things like that. And they told me that they needed my necklace. Can't see it. Anyone that knows me knows I was a daddy's boy. My father around my neck. He's been gone coming on 10 years. And I remember them telling me they needed this too. And I don't know if it was like rage or like whatever it was, it fueled me. And I told them no, they couldn't have it. And because of my body felt like it was failing. I wasn't gonna come out of it. Something something pulled me out. And I was like, you know, I gotta go home. I gotta go home to my family. I need to be here, for my family. I gotta go home today. I remember the doctor was saying, like, Mr. Cooper, it doesn't seem like you're going home. It didn't seem like you're going home today. And I remember him sitting and like looking me in my eyes, and I could see it in his face, and I'm all I could think about was like, yo, I'm really about to die here. Like I'm gonna close my eyes from me falling asleep, and I'm never gonna make it out of here. And it's weird, people talk about like death and stuff, and they hear things, and maybe they see certain things. And I swear on everything. I don't know if anyone that's watching this is religious or has faith or whatever it is, but I could swear I heard my dad was like, "Yo, get your ass up! Like this ain't it for you." Clear as day, I could hear him. Like, "Yo, get up, get on out of here." To have that feeling of like I was like rock bottom, like I hit it, came home, I crashed out. And I was like, "Yo, this is it." But like hearing clear as day, I was like, "Yo, what you doing?" Like, it's not over. It's not over for you. You got a lot of work to do. Like, and I think about it. I only had my dad until I was 25. Right, lived a good life. He lived it to the fullest. It was time for him to go. Right, so it was time for him to go. And in this instant, I thought everyone would be better off without me being here. Apparently, it wasn't the case. I persuaded the doctor to let me come home. They wanted to stay. I stayed for a few hours. They had to monitor me, make sure my liver didn't shut down, try to get my blood pressure down. They were afraid they let me go too early and something happened, like I home. Finally, like made it back, and my body is honestly still recovering from everything. Yesterday was my first day back to work, and I felt a little like a shell of myself. Um, so the point to all this was one, me just completely transparent to anyone that has ever like hit the wall, felt like everything possible is going wrong, and there's nothing else you could. It's not the end of your story. Like you'll know when it's your time. It's time to go. January 13th was not my time. I know over the years I lost a lot of things that made myself when it comes to, you know, staying in the gym consistently, eating consistently, spending time with my friends the way I want to, quality relationships with my family and in my relationship at home, doing things that like I love and make me happy. Like I lost sight of those things years ago, and I think it all stacked up. It was that one extra piece on top of it all that made me break, right? And through all of it, still here for something, to do something literally like my second chance of life. Because January 13th, I could have been gone. I could have been it. And even though I'm still here, it still makes me sad because I had to call my sister from across the country when our dad died. So imagine getting someone to call my sister and my mom to tell them that I took my life and I wasn't here anymore. Tell my friends, my best of friends, colleague Justin Burke, Reed, Chris Blackman, you know, to tell them like, hey, Coop's gone. Like imagine that shit makes me sad thinking about it. Jarrell, shout out to Jarrell, man. He's the first one I told. We talked yesterday about it. It opened my eyes a lot to my lady. Like I would have left her here and everything else. Some may call it selfish, and it was. I felt like I had no other way. I felt like I was a burden to everyone and everything. But with my second chance, I vowed to give myself a little more room to not be so strong, to not be perfect, to not be happy all the time, to not get everything right, to like be a human. Okay to not be okay every day. Okay to not get everything right. It's okay not to be the best of a friend, best of a husband or wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. Don't don't take your life over something if you give it some time. Maybe give it till later on that day or tomorrow that you fix it. You can make it better. Anyone out there that's struggling to be the best, or that's struggling to like take care of themselves, take a little time to sit. It's all right. Tomorrow can be better. Later on can be better. Next 5 minutes can be life changer. Just knowing when I came home and took those pills, my next 5, 10, 15 minutes could have been different. Could have not been sitting here and talking to you and trying my best not to cry about it. So my challenge to anyone that's watching this, or if this video gets shared to anyone that feels like they're not doing enough or worth enough, you are, definitely are. Find the things that make you happy, hold on to them. Find the people that make you happy, make you feel worthy, hold on to them. Find the things that just give you that burning feeling of like purpose, hang on to. Your life is your life. Live it for you first. Hopefully it helps the others around you. And psychologists that talk to me told me a quote I'll take with me the rest of my life. Told me that mountain that you're carrying on your back, one that you're actually meant to climb. Shoot for the stars. Shoot for things that you want, dreams that you have. Don't stop chasing them unless you want to stop chasing them. Set yourself some goals so huge that you have no choice but to work hard, keep your faith, and get everything that you want. Go get it. All right. You've had a chance to have a second chance at life like myself. Take it for granted. Because it could have been your last. Could have been your last day. That could have been the last time that I woke up and saw the sun, saw the kids, saw my lady, saw my family, talked to my friends. That could have been my last day that I would ever have that. Then I've been gone. Ever. So much love to y'all. Everyone is struggling. Find your way to You come out of your struggle with your strong foundation, a strong table, a strong group of people. Hey man, lean on each other. The world is not just on your shoulders, it's on everyone. Share the load. Climb the mountain that's on your back. Put it down, climb it. I hope this video helps one person. Helps one, hey, I've done all right.